Hey, Aaron,
Zach,
what's up?
are you aware we have to release our newsletter summary video in 20 minutes?
What newsletter summary video? What are you talking about?
We have to release it in 20 minutes. Oh shit, I gotta take a call. Bye.
What?
How does Apple manage to consistently kill the video content game, and what can businesses learn from it to step up their advertising game? Apple just released another piece of video content from its series, The Underdogs. This is changing the way we think about marketing and advertising. The episode comedically follows a team that gets a big project due by the end of the week. They have to work together and work from home to meet that project deadline. So let's take a look at what makes this piece of content so special. Number one, storytelling. Apple focuses significant detail on the story that's being told. They hook their audience right away. People want to know, are they going to be able to pull this deadline off? It's entertaining, it's comedical, and the whole thing is told in 6 minutes. They don't waste time telling a backstory, they just jump right into it, like when they introduce Mike from finance. Another interesting play that Apple uses is lifestyle marketing through storytelling. Each character has a different demographic and different background and a different goal to complete. The interesting thing about this is because of the COVID-19 pandemic, this is the first time that all generations are coming together and working on one platform online from home. This leads me to my second point, relatability. Apple has managed to basically relate to what we're all thinking. We've all been on a Zoom call in the last 3 months, right? We've all had to adjust. And I love how they portray other companies' culture in this video. You have the boss calling in the morning saying, oh, we have a project due at the end of the week before she goes to her yacht. You have the girl doing yoga and then jumping on the meeting right after. You have, the dad standing up and not wearing pants. Right? It is portrayed the way we're working, and it's actually doing it quite humorously and relevant, keeping people hooked and involved in the ad. To widen its audience base, most importantly, it doesn't matter that we're all Apple users or not. We've all had to make those adjustments, and that's the relevance of it. There's a big factor in how they show the products in this ad, which leads us to our third point, product marketing. This piece of content felt more like an entertainment series than an actual commercial, and that's important. That's what we should be striving for in 2020 when we're making content. The interesting thing about this is I found this ad focused more on the story that's being told and entertaining the audience as opposed to focusing on product specs and everything like that. But if you stop for a second and think about it, the whole ad takes place in Apple's ecosystem. Everybody has AirPods, MacBooks, and iPads. They're showing how easy it is to stay connected and also stay productive. But although I found myself more hooked on the story, I also found at times when they would show these products or make little nods to them that I didn't know that an iPad can measure a desk, or I didn't know that an iPhone can scan a document. There's so many low-key things that they put in there, and that's how they use their product placement. They didn't focus on the specs and the types, they just jumped right in it and told the story around the product. This is how Apple plays the game. They tell stories with the product and not about the product. We stay for the stories, not the product specs and what's coming out next year. If we wanted to listen to that, we'd watch YouTube reviews or look at the website specs. So what can businesses take away and learn how to step up their game? Number one, in my opinion, the most important one is relevance. If you can hook a client with a problem that they're going to or an issue that they care about or can relate to, you'll have them hooked watching your video. You might even be able to have them commenting and sharing their opinion on it. Number two, storytelling. Invest in good storytelling. It's not so much of a commercial anymore, showing how we do this and do that. Maybe you should make a series showing, tell your story around the product instead, and you can continue on as you add new features onto it. People want to watch entertaining things. Let's give it to them. The reason I think that this is going to change the way we do content creation in 2020 is it's not a commercial, it's a series. They're literally putting time in stuff that people want to watch because it's entertaining. I think moving forward, because of how competitive everything is and prices and content and the way you market, I think it's more about hooking your audience with stuff like that above. Instead of looking at companies that produce commercials, maybe it's time for them to start creating series. You hook your audience, there's a story, there's a narrative. Your products can low-key be in them, obviously telling the story about them, but when you focus on your product, you lose half of that audience that don't even care. When you have a story, then you educate them into what product or service or whatever you sell. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you.